Older farmers face a cliff edge in April 2026. An inheritance tax transitional gifting rule could ease pressure and protect family businesses. Here's why it matters and what should happen next. With changes to agricultural and business reliefs due in April 2026, the incentive flips from holding assets until death to gifting them in life. Yet the 7-year survival rule makes that a high-risk strategy for many older owners. The speed of the announcement left people blindsided. Tax advisors, myself included, report clients feeling anxious about handing on the farm intact, and it's easy to see why. A death in March 2026 could see 100% relief, while a death a month later could face far more brutal treatment. The practicalities compound the pressure, because valuing complex farms and businesses inside a 6-month IHT window is no small task, and there are doubts about HMRC's capacity to handle the volume. A clear pragmatic fix exists. Allow gifts made from the 30th of October 2024 to the 5th of April 2026 to keep the existing 100% relief, even if the donor dies within 7 years. This targeted inheritance tax transitional gifting rule would remove the cliff edge for older farmers and give families a workable route to succession without forcing rushed, imperfect decisions. There is a policy precedent for smoothing sharp transitions like this one, and the approach could be refined if needed. For example, the transitional gifting rule could be restricted to those above a certain age or in ill health, to respect fiscal constraints while still addressing the most acute cases. It is a proportionate way to align behavior with the government's new direction without penalizing those least able to wait out the 7 years. Another quiet trap sits in the proposed £1 million APR/BPR allowance, which is not transferable between spouses. Without careful planning, a couple could unintentionally waste one allowance, say, where the first to die leaves everything to the survivor, and only £1 million qualifies on the second death. A simple discretionary will trust could preserve both allowances, but that nudges families into complexity and cost, just to avoid an arbitrary outcome, widening the gap between those who can pay for advice and those who cannot. Farmers are planners by nature. They certainly deserve rules that reward sensible planning rather than create fear of getting it wrong. An inheritance tax transitional gifting rule would restore some stability, buy time for measured decisions, and prevent forced, last-minute restructurings. It is a practical way to protect continuity, mental well-being, and the future of family enterprises. If anything I've written in my blog post resonates with you and you'd like to discover more of my thoughts about an inheritance tax transitional gifting rule, then do feel free to call me on 07434 287603 and let's see how I can help you.